watching, I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. Well, certainly not the start thing we're looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Pickett on 4th down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. Have that on his own sideline and in his locker room. Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Brady going to sling this out wide to Godwin. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From the 27, Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Less fanfare for Chris Godwin than other receivers of his ilk around the league, but he quietly put up 1,100 yards last season. The Buccaneers certainly noticed, and they handed him a new contract extension to continue being the catch magnet that he is. There's another one right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Pickett back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point try now for Suckup. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Steelers 0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Pickett to throw on first down. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after one. From the 45 on second down, Pickett. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now Pickett. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Oh, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Here we go. It's Pickett on fourth down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. First and 10 at the 7-yard line.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's got it down to the 28. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Off play action, Pickett. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Again, it's Fournette. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hey, 166. Let's go up. Go.
Now Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up end. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd down, Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 108 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Sony Michel with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Succa. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Ryan Succa to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. First and 10, here's Pickett. And he fires one incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Third and 2, Pickett. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Harris running straight ahead. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's another carry for now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 122 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball?
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Julio Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Second and 5 now. Pickett. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They hand this off to Harris. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Finds Pickens outright. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Pickett sets up play action. Flushed out right. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They run straight ahead with Snell. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they run with Harris off the option. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Pickett. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. So after the INT, it's Brady. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. To Michelle on the dump off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 45 yards. And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Steps away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And this one is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Alert! Easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Man open, here is Jones. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give them 32 on the play.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Give me 3 lead now. Go bandit. Hey, Alabama.
Brady now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. They're still going to go for it on 4th and goal, even after the penalty. No sign of the field goal team.
Hey, ball 66.
To throw is Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run again with Harris. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And he rifles one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run. Here's Harris.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. 137 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. This is Harris. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a first down carry for Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A give to Harris, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
He gets it complete to Harris. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. They run with Harris. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Here's Pickett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one